Nagaland has created history by electing two women candidates, Salotonio Cruz and Hegani Chakalu, for the first time in the 2023 Assembly election on Thursday. Both candidates are from the ruling Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party. Cruz won from the Western Angami AC and Hegani Chakalu clinched Dimapur 3 constituencies. The 47-year-old Chakalu defeated Ajedo Jimomi of LJP Ramvilas by a margin of more than 1,500 votes, while Cruz defeated Kenizako Nakro by 7 votes.
That shows that by the grace of God I won. Yeah.
How are you going to celebrate your victory?
Yeah, I will meet my supporters and we will pray together and we will have a party. A feast. Thank you.
Chakalu Kensei is a US-educated lawyer turned social entrepreneur and founder of YouthNet. She has also got the Nari Shakti Puraskar Award from the President of India at Rashtrapati Bhavan on International Women's Day.
Honestly, I was at peace. After the elections, the voting took place. We had done our own assessment and yes, of course, not a very, very big margin, but according to our assessment, we were showing that the win will be ours. So this morning, we had 11 rounds. So I know there are some bastion which belongs to Ajatosa and some are stronghold. So the first part was in between. I mean, it's okay. I was not at any point of time, was I nervous or my team nervous? We knew that we were going to win.
Ma'am, during your campaign, we have heard what you have promised to do, not just for Dimapur 3, but for the youth and the women. But now you have been announced as the first woman since 1963. So how does this now change? How does the game, the ball is in your court now. So how does it change for the whole of Nagaland?
It gets better because before the elections, I'm making promises, but I'm not too sure. As in, I know, whether it's my win or not, I know that I had the responsibility to fulfill. But now, the power is in our hands, so now we'll be able to execute it. I'm confident about that.
And so, ma'am, what is your vision for Nagaland, particularly for women?
First of all, I want to tell all the women folks in Nagaland, and all the Naga women, this is our win. I fought for them. For me, the responsibility, yes, as a candidate, but more so because I really wanted this to be the win, for women and to really start a new chapter for women. And I know this win will be an inspiration to many, many younger girls. And I know that things will get better for our women. And when things get better for our women, things will get better for our state. See, women, women kanto, by nature, by nature, we are compassionate. By nature, our love is more. We are more sensitive to people's feelings and what people think about, just more sensitive to people. On top of that, I also feel that women can be more honest and we have more integrity. And I also say, and I keep on saying this before I say anything, that with due respect to men, men have a lot of ego problems also when they're sitting there and trying to talk, but I think women are more, they'll be more humble and they'll be able to, when they understand, because it's about policy making. When you're talking about legislative assembly, it's about policy making. And when you're talking policy, it's important that you understand things holistically and you're more sensitive to issues. You understand people's need and you understand what people want. So I think women carries that with them. I want to still fight for reservation for women. I still think women needs that reservation. And I'll talk to my Madam Salotonio, and I really congratulate her also. I'm really excited for both of us. Yes, but yes, now with two. One also maybe, how much ever a person fights, it's always powerful when you have two. So I'm really excited for her also and for all the women in Nagaland. No, it's my family. It's a family fight. My mom, my husband, my in-laws, my brothers. It's a family fight. took the responsibility and the burden, I should say, and the heartaches and all those ups and downs equally or more than me. So I really want to thank my family. The ticket helped me a lot. I mean, it helped me a lot. So credit goes to NDPP party.
So, madam, ite apni chair te boyola se apni laga first priority ito journey te ki take up krina lo jabole munas.
My constituency, I really want to see when I say my constituency, I really have to start from the scratch. It's not about I have to start from the start, which means I have to do an assessment and a study of everything. I've been talking about schools, because when I talk about unemployment, it starts from schools. I'm going to do this whole aspiration mapping of young people first. And also, I'm going to do an assessment of all the schools, because I want to start there, healthcare system. I want to do an assessment of all the villages. And eventually, I'll do an assessment of the household. I want to try my best to make sure that no person is left behind. No, I don't think it's going to be a challenge. I don't think it's going to be a challenge because I believe today Nagas have also accepted. Nagas have accepted women in politics, with my own example and with the example of Madam Kruse. So, I mean, it's okay. We are all equal. There's nothing as women and men. We all bring our own expertise, we'll bring our own experiences, and we'll bring our own personalities, and I'm sure that will be a good, beautiful mix of old, young, women, men. Of course, when you lose, because it's almost life and death, like while here on earth, while we're still alive, this battle is about life and death. So definitely there'll be many people who'll be having difficult time, the candidate and the supporters as well. But I want to first reach out to my other candidates in Dimapur 3. You know, all of them gave a really good fight, and especially to my the MLA Ajeto. Their team gave a really good fight. But in whatever way, he's also been the father of this constituency, and definitely I would like to seek his blessing and his support, so that together, his guidance, his experience, so that we can do good work for Dimapur 3. And when I was going to the polls for the election day, I've been really praying. I think historically, this is the first time where no violence has taken place in Dimapur 3, because this is supposed to be a place where violence and muscle power, a lot of things have happened in the past. But Dimapur 3 had one of the most peaceful elections. I don't want to take the credit for this, but I've been really praying. Of course, everyone prays, so that it will be God's will to win. That was one of my prayer agenda. And the other one was that God will take care of this constituency and no bloodshed or violence will take place in my Dimapur 3. And God's angels will protect Dimapur 3. And I really believe that our prayers were answered.
Since Nagaland got its statehood in 1963, it was yet to get a woman MLA in the 60-member assembly. Not that women has not contested for election, but they have never been voted to power. This year, the 4 women candidates who contested elections are Chakhalu, Kruse, Rosie Thompson of the Congress and Kahuli Sema of the BJP. Nagaland has had only one woman, Rano M. Shaiza, back in 1977, who was elected to the Lok Sabha. In 2022, as Pangnon Konyak was elected as the BJP Rajya Sabha member from Nagaland and became the first woman to get a seat in the upper house. 4 women candidates, Hekani Chakhalu, Salotonio Kruse, Hukali Sema and Rosie Thompson contested the Nagaland Assembly election this time.